Hey everybody, Andrew from Pew Brothers. Today we're bringing you my 8,000 round review of the Sig Sauer P365. Let's go ahead and hit the range. We'll do some talking later. Sig's introduction of the P365 in 2018 was a step in the right direction. It allowed working people to be able to have an affordable everyday carry gun, all while maintaining Sig's premier performance, minus a couple of recall setbacks, but we're over that by now. Guys, this gun checked all the boxes I needed. When I set out to purchase this gun, I'd done my research. I was looking for something that gave me the capacity and the purchase with the ergonomics of what I was used to in a subcompact, and this was just more. It wasn't the awkwardness of a G26 with a G17 or G19 magazine hanging out the end of it. It just fit. It was crisp. It was perfect. It was natural. All right, guys, while the wind stopped blowing, we're going to talk about this a little bit. I purchased the P365 in September of 2018, and it's been my primary everyday carry since that time. No issues, no malfunctions, not even ammo sensitivities. I think this is probably the most functional and versatile handgun on the market right now. Many have tried to come in place of it, the Glock with the 43, 43X, as well as Springfield with the Hellcats, and a ton of others. I just don't see anybody coming close. Personal opinion, 8,000 rounds, not one hiccup. Maybe it's just me. Maybe my P365 is different. Tell us what your P365 experience has been. Put it in the comments below. The P365 is well balanced. Despite how short the frame is, despite how compact it is, despite how little it weighs, recoil is manageable. One of the reasons why it's one of the more preferred guns of female shooters. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about the P365. P365 from Sig Sauer. We're going to start at the rear of the firearm, work our way to the front. But first, let's go ahead and do a safety check. No magazine. Weapons clear. I left the G26 Glock's baby Glock double stack 9mm to come over to the 365. Now, I'm not quite certain in what witchcraft of geometry Sig did to make this double stack handgun hold more rounds than the G26 in a far smaller package, but it works. Let's start at the rear of the firearm. This tang right here really allows your hand to sit high up on the firearm. That attributes to having a pretty low bore axis, which really increases my accuracy. Now, you can see I have huge hands. I shoot large frame handguns fairly well. P10s, G17s, all the big boy handguns. I got what you need here. But at the same time, I'm able to shoot this P365 just fine. Now, the underside, you might be wondering, hey, I need somewhere to put my hand at. We'll come to the magazines later. Pretty impressed with this. It might even be Sig's best attempt at a modular design yet, barring the P250, which we're not going to talk about. Moving forward, another thing I really like about the firearm is the aggressive serrations here. Whether you're press checking from the front or racking from the back, it gives you the rough real estate you need to grab onto and be able to manipulate the slide. Moving forward of here, not something necessarily that comes on the Sig Sauer P365s, but this is my TLR6 from Streamlight. The last thing that I messed up on, guys, that I should have talked about, this trigger. To be in the micro category that this P365 is, the trigger is not horrible. It's definitely not something you're going to be looking at from a full-size handgun, but it does have just a little bit of take up, and you hit the wall. A little bit of travel before reset. Go with my left hand. Squeeze. We've hit the wall. Break through. We're back. Up. Drop the slide. And we're reset. Overall, guys, I think it's a great handgun. We're going to look at mags next. On next to magazines. Now, I'm going to throw these other ones in my back pocket real quick before I throw them away. I carry every day the 15 round. It fits nice up in the firearm. Again, remember, we're clear. Gives me a lot of purchase here on my handgun. And to be honest, guys, I shoot this just as well as I do any full-size gun. If the 15 round magazine doesn't work for you, again, this is how I carry every day. I carry 15 rounds in the gun, 15 rounds on a magazine, pouch on my side. 15 round doesn't work, no problem. Next we have the, Next, we have the 12 round. This is kind of the middle space for me. It really isn't functional for what I use it for because my P365 is either on my waist or on my ankle. But it also does add a considerable bit of size to the gun. And if you just needed to stick that pinky or that ring finger on there for comfort, it definitely gives you some more control, some more real estate to plant your hand on. Oh, 12 round. There we go. 10 round. This here is my ankle gun favorite. I have a pinky extender on this one here, again because of my large hands, but they do make a flush mount 10 round for this. Guys, one of the reasons why I'm so huge on these magazines, why I talked earlier about this being a modular handgun, is because me personally, I only use factory magazines for handguns that I use in self-defense. So Sig has the availability of the 10, 12, and 15 round magazines. I know there's aftermarket mags that do all kind of crazy things, but when it comes between me and life safety, I'm only using what Sig provides. Again, this here still gives you a decent amount of real estate to put your hand on. You've probably been wondering when I was going to address the 8,000 rounds to this firearm. Well, here you go. I want to talk about the fit, finish, and performance. All these that Sig are known for. When I broke these firearms down in a recent video, see the link above on cleaning the P365, I was amazed that the wear and tear on this gun is so minimal for me to have such a high round count, for me to use it so often. But what I want to talk about is the internals. They're pristine. Yes, I do regularly maintain my handgun, but this here looks almost factory fresh. I don't have any wiggle, any play with any springs, triggers, crisp as ever. And all this is factory stuff, guys. Nothing here is aftermarket. I'm impressed. Everything seems to be in as much working order as what it was when it left the factory 3 years ago. I shoot the P365 as good as I do any of my other guns. Shadow systems, staccatos, Glocks, FNs, you name it. I'm never left wanting more with this gun. The things we do for content creation. I can still see, actually. I don't know what to say about this gun to summarize it if I had to do it in one word, or even one sentence. This is my everyday gun, whether it's on my side or on my ankle. It fills the voids where others could not, and I think Sig got it right. The only thing I think I would change with my P365 is the flat trigger offered by Sig. It wasn't available at the time when I purchased mine. They came out later with the P365 XLs, but besides that, flawless. Overall, Sig Sauer got it right when introducing the P365. Everyday carry, it's in its name, it's evident. There are several models of the P365. This is my standard P365 that I purchased in 2018. You see I have equipped it with the Streamlight here, but I also have, safety check, another P365 that I bought for my wife. These are great handguns for all kinds of shooter guys, whether you take it to the range for a range toy, self-defense, or whatever the case may be. It's a great value gun. Can't say enough about it. Now, these P365s, both of these are the standard versions. Sig Sauer does make the P365 in the standard. The SAS, I'm not so sure about that. Recessed sights, into the slide, slick top. Go check it out. I might even put a picture up here. There's the P365 XL, which is what Doc shoots, and there's a P365X with an assortment of different models in there, like the Spectre and a couple other ones. So that's my overall assessment of the P365. Alright guys, so keep watching for further reviews. Make sure you check out the cleaning video we posted earlier. And as always, plank responsibly. Please like the video, put us a comment down below, and ring that bell and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.